Daytona Beach Bike Week. What can you say about an event that's slowly become the two-wheel version of spring break? For years, hungry motorcycle enthusiasts from all over the world have been making the long journey down to Daytona Bike Week to eat, sleep, and breathe motorcycles. Main Street is still Main Street, a people watcher's dream. You can catch a wet t-shirt contest with Cowboy, grab you a 3 a.m. gut rock, and of course, the women. Well, not all of them. But to the athletes that train all year long and travel across the country to prove themselves within their respective disciplines, Daytona Bike Week is more than just a party. For most, it marks the start of a new season. As a new addition to the Monster Energy family, we stopped in to check out fellow Monster Road Race athletes, Josh Hayes, Josh Herrin, and James Rispoli.
I'm gonna try to just go faster today and see if they can't catch me. That's my game plan. I'm putting it out there.
Going faster is exactly what Josh Hayes did, taking a third place in race 1, followed by a second place in race 2 of AMA Superbike. Josh Herrin, the 20-year-old phenom, must have been listening in on the Josh Hayes interview, because going fast is what he did all weekend. I mean, he was flying. You don't get that sound riding on city streets. Another young racer on the rise is 19-year-old ex-flat tracker, James Rispoli. Rispoli charged all weekend long and took home a third place in race 2 of the AMA Supersport Series. Since Daytona, Hayes, Herrin, and Rispoli have continued to dominate their divisions and are currently sitting on top of the point standings. Daytona Short Track. For me, this is as gnarly as it gets. Pitching it sideways, in traffic, no front brakes. Growing up as kids, we always wondered how they did it. So we stopped into Daytona Municipal Stadium for a little flat track behind the scenes.
So we groove our tires to put down a new edge, try to keep new edge down on the surface. It's actually a new rule they implemented for us here at Daytona because the track's so hard to get a hold of. There's not very much grip, so it really comes, as far as Daytona, it's really a setup track, not so much a rider track. It's tough, so, you know, but we've got the Monster Energy 450 hooked up pretty good here tonight, and just trying to look for a win here in round 1 at the Daytona Short Track.
So you're on the Monster Energy Kawasaki 450. How do you like that compared to the Twin?
I think I'm more at home on the Twin because we ride them more through the year, but I spent a lot of time in the winter riding the 450 on the ice. So I feel pretty comfortable. The tracks get pretty rough on the ice. The track tonight's pretty rough, so definitely feeling pretty good tonight, but really excited to get on the mile tracks with the Ninja 650 also.
After all the prep was done in the pits, it was go time. A quick introduction, riders meeting, staging, and they were off. Since Daytona, Henry Wiles and Bryan Smith have added a few podiums to their belt. Man, what I'd give to watch these guys get sideways on the big tracks. From road racing, to flat track, to street freestyle, it was our turn. Back for its second year, the XDL Championship Series was coming off what may have been the biggest season in the history of the sport. What did that mean for 2011? Even better riding.
We're about to start here with our qualification round, and that's going to give us an idea of how everyone, well, I guess how hard everyone practiced on the off season. I know I put a lot of work in. I don't necessarily know how that work's going to pan out. A lot of great riding through the whole field. I'm just, pretty much excited to be here at Daytona Bike Week and start this season again.
Well, the hard work paid off with Nick taking home first place in individual freestyle, laying down one of his sickest runs yet. Our Japanese ninja, Shin Kinoshita, came out like Michael Jackson on steroids, jumping all over his bike like as if it was a dance floor. Lin rode like a champ all weekend long, taking home first place in the Can-Am Circle Challenge, and even debuted his insanely nasty no-handed stoppy variation. And I just did my best to keep that throttle pinned. We're here in Daytona for round 1 of the XDL Championship Series, and I'm just excited, man. The level of riding that the sport's gotten to over the last couple of years is it's insane to watch. It's fast-paced, it's dangerous, it's on the edge, it's everything that we need to be, and it's just kind of come together this year. I think the riding this year is going to be the best that we've ever seen. Since Daytona, the Empire troops have managed to rack up a good amount of podiums. Nick took round 2 of the point series in Scottsdale and is currently on top of the point standings. My favorite word, limiter. After all our final runs at XDL, we all piled in the Empire wagon and hauled ass to Wildtech for Icon's new limiter live shows. And there she is. Rowdy is the proper term, at times somewhat sacrificial, but she stood in front of our bikes, limiter screaming, danced away, and didn't budge. Lucky for her, she's dealing with the finest of trained professionals. We learned that Shin's 50% is more like 3,000%. That I love the throttle way too much. And that Nick loves nothing more than to scare the crap out of spectators standing on the fence line. Jason Britton and Eric Onshaw of Team No Limit were also in attendance, giving it hell right alongside us. If you haven't seen a limiter show yet, you have no idea what you're missing. I mean, stunts, music, girls, what more could you ask for? Well, Daytona 2011 was a success, and in case you were wondering, the party never shuts down. It's always open.